All right, we are at Discover Blockchains in Houston with Frank Makrides of Tunnel. This has been a very interesting conference so far. So Frank, tell us about Tunnel. Frank is the founder and CEO of Tunnel. So tell us about Tunnel. What is Tunnel?
Yeah, so Tunnel at our focus is delivering and building a decentralized payment system that's needed for global adoption. So what does that actually really mean? It sounds like a nice catchphrase. If you walk around your local neighborhood and spend a half hour, an hour, 10 hours, and you're looking around, you're going to find that almost no one is accepting decentralized payment systems in their retail setting. Even if you go online on the internet today, the places that were accepting decentralized payment systems like Microsoft, Reddit, Expedia, many others. Even the Bitcoin conference itself is no longer accepting Bitcoin for payments. So we've been focusing on the reasons behind that and trying to solve the challenges and the issues around that, such that everybody in the world, whether it's in a retail setting, a merchant-facing, consumer-facing, peer-to-peer, bank-to-bank, it focusing on that customer experience will actually adopt and accept these decentralized ledger technologies and from a payment standpoint.
Okay. And how long have you guys been around?
Yeah, we started in early 2017. That's when we built our team. The team came about. So my background is I've been involved in this technology since 2012. Okay. I read a Wired article about Bitcoin. I heard about it before that. I didn't take it seriously. I thought it sounds like some crazy internet money. And after I read the Wired article, things started to click a little bit more. Then I read the Satoshi white paper, and then I fell down the rabbit hole, as you hear a lot of people. And I got absolutely blown away with the fact that you can have this completely decentralized blockchain payment system where two parties can exchange value globally without a trusted third party or bank, and I thought that was amazing. So out of that, I started a local group in Boston called Boston Crypto, and the whole Tunnel project evolved out of that, out of the need in this space of a system that actually can be used in real world scenarios and real world payments, as opposed to just a speculative asset for trading and exchanges. And we want to be on the cusp of that, take it out of the speculative market and go into a space where people can actually use these systems in a global everyday setting. And that's what the mission statement of Tunnel is all about.
Okay, great. And how big is your team?
So we have 9 members.
Okay.
Our CEO is Neil Ratna. Neil's got an amazing background in economics, marketing, accounting, computer science, and he's leading the whole operations organization of Tunnel. We have our other co-founders, Alexander Rodriguez. He's our in-house counsel, and we have an amazing technical team with well-rounded experience, everything from payments, full stack engineers, blockchain background experience. Our advisors are members of the MIT Media Lab. We have Thras, who's a member of the MIT Media Lab, PhD candidate. He's got a background in quantum cryptography and blockchain. Manos, who's an advisor, has got an amazing background in database systems. PhD postdoc. He was at Harvard University. He's also a professor over at BU. And Greg Reyes, who's our first advisor, came on board. He's really been guiding us from that customer user experience standpoint and making sure that the system's focused on that first, and that the tech supports that user experience at the end of the day. And that's one of the biggest challenges we're hearing in the space, is that the user experience is terrible. And we want to make it so that my mother can use it, or the guy with the small whether it's an auto garage or a little store, convenience store can easily adapt and accept these systems for payments.
Okay, so just to get back to what Tunnel exactly is trying to do, it's not a P2P payment system, is it?
It can be.
It can be.
Yes.
But so what your core seems to be more on the actual infrastructure, the payment platform.
Correct.
So when you say it can be, can you expand on that?
So I'll go over what problems we solved, and
Right.
then I can say how those problems integrate to solutions. So to be a global payment system and be able to be accepted in all these different settings, first, as we said, it has to be a good user experience. Secondly, it has to have the performance characteristics needed that need to be as good or better than what's out there today. So if you make let's use Bitcoin for example. If you make a Bitcoin transaction, it could take hours for it to go through. In addition to that, it takes then 6 additional blocks after that for the transaction to settle. No one's going to walk into Starbucks and buy a cup of coffee and wait hours, and then in addition to that get hit with huge fees. So
Right.
they're going to buy a $3-4 cup of coffee and they have to pay $50 in fees. I mean, no one's
Yeah.
going to want to do that.
Right.
So it's really important that the user experience is simple, easy to use. The transaction times are very, very quick. In Tunnel, we're actually focused, and our mission statement is to provide, in addition to the global payment system, it needs to be completely free. All transactions, in our opinion, in the future, and we're delivering that with Tunnel, will be completely free. As ubiquitous as it is today with the internet of exchanging value globally for free, information globally for free, Tunnel's mission is to be exchanging value globally for free. The other features that we're looking to add are confidential transactions. So a lot of these open distributed ledger technologies, let's say Ethereum or Bitcoin, everyone can see the transactions on the network.
Right.
I for sure, and I think a lot of businesses that I would know for sure, and that's been part of our research, is understanding what the customer wants. Don't want their information available for everyone to see, but what part of that information is most critical? And from our understanding and our research, it's the value. So on our ledger, you can see that Sue and Bob made a transaction. You can see their public keys. You can see their IP address. You can see when the transaction went through. But you have no idea the value. Only Sue and Bob can have a secret between the two of them, and they see the value that's exchanged between the two of them. That's where the name Tunnel comes in. So there's a tunnel between the two parties that are exchanging value. They see it. No one else sees it on the public ledger. So we're doing that because we want to make sure that we're providing the value in a payment system, but we want to make sure we're compatible from a government, a banking standpoint, and we see ourselves as that third leg or that third tier in the future of payments. So you have central banks, you have banks, and then you have these decentralized payment solutions, and we want to make sure that we're working with them, working together with them to deliver the best payment system we can.
Cool. And in terms of the actual technology, you built your own blockchain. You're not on Ethereum or any of these other blockchains.
Correct.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about the actual technology itself?
Absolutely. So we're a hybrid of 3 core technologies, and we have our own special IP that works within these three core elements. So first off, we have blockchain, and that provides the security and the trustlessness that's needed for a value exchange system. We've integrated that with the directed acyclic graph technology that gives us the scalability and high performance characteristics needed in that retail or online setting that we refer to. And then the third component to that are the confidential transactions, protecting the value that's exchanged on the open ledger. We have a lot of very cool features, very important features from the user experience standpoint. So today, if you send someone value on Bitcoin and you type the wrong address, your money's lost.
Yeah.
With ours, if the two parties are in agreement to the value that's transferred, and you send it accidentally to the wrong address, or you made a mistake in the transaction, it times out and you get your value back.
Nice, very cool. And what's your timeline looking at?
So we've been, as I mentioned, almost year and a half plus now. We've been building out the system. We are 9 teams strong, as I said. We built our MVP prototype early this year, and we're going to be launching our testnet alpha before the end of this month. And our goal is to have our mainnet launch by Q.
Where can we find more information about Tunnel?
Yes, so please visit our website, www.tunnel.money. Follow us on Twitter @tunnelmoney.
Okay.
Send us an email at info@tunnel.money. And we're at trade shows, we're at conventions. We're really excited to share what we have going on and build our community, and we can't wait to deliver our system to the world.
Great, yeah. Good luck to you guys. So that was Frank Makrides, and we're at Discover Blockchains in Houston. Frank came down from Boston, so thanks, Frank, and good luck to you guys.
Thank you very much.